Hello, explorers, and welcome to literally a one-off with me taking over this Tuesday night. Jimmy is up rested, and Mike is on his holidays. And Charlie, well, hopefully Charlie's fast asleep because it's about 3-4 o'clock in the morning. And rather than give you lovely listeners and viewers nothing to do on this wonderful Tuesday night, I thought I'd drop in and see how everyone's getting on. Now, I've got a few things that I want to talk about. Again, thank you for joining. Make sure you give me a comment in the comment section and we'll get this show on the road. Now, if you're not already a subscriber, again, it's free to join. Head over to any of our social media pages. We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, Threads, Blue Sky, and YouTube. Obviously, if you're watching YouTube, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're almost at 600, which is fantastic. And we're almost at 10,000 over on Instagram, which is even better. We want to try and push this YouTube a little bit more to get some more content out for you guys and girls. So today we released episode 119. Again, let me know your thoughts and comments on that episode. Me and Charlie had an amazing time doing that one where we were just talking about Star Wars holiday locations. Excuse me. And there was a couple of things on there that sort of caught my attention on the news, which obviously we had been tracking. Now, one of the things that I want to talk to all of you lovely people about is one of our news articles. Again, I'll just pull this up and we can talk a little bit about it. Now, as you can see, it's about Katee Sackhoff. So Katee Sackhoff says she didn't understand her character in The Mandalorian and actually went on to destroy her confidence. Now, Star Wars, Katee Sackhoff, again, this article is from IGN. It said her experience on The Mandalorian left her largely unable to work after struggles understanding her character impacted her confidence. So, in essence, she's saying she didn't quite understand the character. Because of this, it impacted her confidence. Now, for me personally, watching seasons 1, 2, and 3, I didn't see any of her confidence waning during her acting. I thought she was absolutely fantastic. I still think she's absolutely fantastic. She was amazing in Battlestar Galactica. I think she's amazing, Bo-Katan. Met her at London Celebration as well. Very down to earth, very friendly, chatty, and even signed one of my son's Funkos as well. It goes on to say in the article here that Sackhoff stars in The Mandalorian as warrior princess Bo-Katan Kryze, reprising her role in live action after obviously we know that she voiced the character for nearly a decade in the animated series Star Wars The Clone Wars, as well in episodes of Star Wars Rebels and Tales of the Empire. A guest star in The Mandalorian's second season, Sackhoff's character grows in importance throughout its third run, though it is now unclear if or when fans might see Kryze again. Now, obviously, we've got the Mandalorian Grogu movie coming out next year, May time. With the trailers that we've seen, we don't know if we're actually getting Bo-Katan. Judging by this article, a pretty safe bet would say no. However, I wouldn't go against that. Sackhoff herself, she said that she's lost all of her confidence, all of it. She said in a video posted to her YouTube channel, describing her growing struggles with the character, saying, "My style of acting has always just been your first instinct is the right instinct. Do that. Play the reality of the situation. And I've never really played a character. Do you know what I mean?" Sackhoff continued, "I've always played 2 steps removed from myself. In a sense, it always felt grounded in some part of my belly of who I was. Bo-Katan is nowhere near who I am as a human being. Her life, what she wants. I didn't understand her. As much as I understood her, I never felt her in my stomach. I never identified with her. I didn't know how to find her." Obviously, like I said here, the comments are intriguing to hear now from Sackhoff after playing Bo-Katan since 2012, beat previously on a voiceover. She goes on to say it broke her. It just broke her when I started doubting it myself. I'm not a strong auditioner on tape. I was having to put having to put myself on tape. I wasn't booking anything for 3 years. I basically didn't work, and it just destroyed my confidence. We already mentioned it. The Mandalorian himself will appear next in the upcoming Star Wars movie, Mandalorian Grogu. There's been no word of Katee Sackhoff returning. Perhaps we'll see her again in a few years' time alongside Boba Fett for Dave Filoni's New Republic hero team-up movie, which is set to round out the stories of the Mandalorian and Ahsoka's wider set of characters in a few years' time. In the meantime, Sackhoff is going to be in Stephen King's horror classic Carrie, which is being turned into Amazon Prime series by horror legend Mike Flanagan. So this is quite surprising to me. I think it's the right word. At the same time as well, I think she's an extremely brave person to even come out with these sort of comments as well, just to highlight, that these actors are people as well. But yeah, the biggest one for me is, where she said it absolutely broke her. I did read somewhere else as well that she'd hired a new agent and a acting coach to help reinvigorate her career. Essentially, the acting coach did say to her, you know how to act. I'm not here to teach you how to act. They went on to say that, they're there to reignite the flame, find that love again for acting, which hopefully she does. And I personally would love to see Bo-Katan back, let alone Katie Sackhoff back acting in the Star Wars universe. Will we see her? I really do hope so. But yeah, interesting comments. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you're watching at home. Let's see who we've got on Instagram as well. Cool. We've got a couple of you in the Instagram chat there. Okay, just give me a message. We'll give you a shout out as well. But yeah, interesting. Did not expect that to come from Bo-Katan, let alone Katie Sackhoff. Very, very interested indeed. Obviously, we've seen her in Mandalorian now for quite some time. Hopefully, yeah, she gets back on track. So, another thing that I wanted to quickly speak about as well is something else that came up. Got a lot of Star Wars collectors extremely happy. They do some outstanding stuff, and it was HasLab. Now, for those that aren't aware, HasLab did push out a new Star Wars vintage collection gunship straight from Geonosis. This is it. Again, as you can see, this is the backer at the minute. $450 if you want to back it. Ends in just under 2 weeks' time. At the minute, it's got 3,800 backers. The project does close in 13 days, like I mentioned. The target they want is 8,000. We're not even halfway there yet. This started July the 25th, due to finish September 8th. But they need 8,000 backers, which sort of baffles me. I'm not a massive toy collector, he says, as if I've got two Sideshow things next to me. $450 does seem a little excessive, personally, and something I've been tracking as well is the price of some of these collectibles that are coming out. I know just recently we had a prop from the movie, which is Darth Vader's lightsaber, sell on the prop store for a ridiculous amount. But I'm sort of feeling now, 8,000 backers doesn't seem like a lot, but when people are having to fund $450 for this sort of thing, it does make you wonder, are they pricing people out, as in the kids, Are people actually going to buy this for their kids? Or is HasLab for collectors, adult collectors only? Those pieces that don't come out of the box. I know I've got some friends that have got the Ghost, the Razor Crest, the Cantina, the Bard, etc. They haven't even taken them out of the box, which is fine. You brought it, you do what you want with it. And some of them simply can't get it out of the box because it's so big, they've got nowhere to put it. Now, I know this is absolutely massive and so many times bigger than the actual old school one. As you can see there, this gunship, it comes with 3.75 inch Clone Trooper pilot figures. Each have 2 accessories, being blasters, 2 vehicle stands, which are pretty cool, and 2 sets of alternate forward nose art panels. Again, you can see the panels on that there in the pictures. Also with this, for each backer, They have 3 tiers. 8,000 is what they need to get it going. If they get up to 10,000, they get people that backed it will get a Coleman Treba exclusive carded figure. This is the first time in TBC history for someone like this. 12,000 is tin, and 14,000 is a Jen Cola. Now we know the last two get absolutely blown away by Palpatine in Revenge of the Sith. Coleman, I think he gets hunted down in the comics by Inquisitors. Oh no, there you go. He was cut short by Jango Fett's blasters. Again, it goes on to say how accurate the design is, or movie accurate. This was the 2013 Republic Gunship toy in grey. The comparison now is 20 times bigger. There's the dimensions for it, so you can obviously have it as a little mantelpiece. It is very, very nice. Don't get me wrong. $450 there. A little expensive, personally. But are they pricing out people? Are they pricing people out? Do these prices mean anything? To your normal working class person? It's a lot of money. Times are hard, especially in certain parts of the world. Tariffs, etc. Some extra details on this. So the ship's got a numerous amount of features. So it's got hover mode, flight mode stands, hidden storage on top of the ship around the cockpit, rear hinge opening boarding ramp, 3 posable laser cannons, 3 sets of interchangeable forward panels for different nose outlooks, inner sculpt details under removable forward panels, set of optional side panels for fully enclosed display option, click and pace wing mounted rotary cannons, 4 removable missiles under each wing, slow opening hinged rear cargo hold side panels, 2 swiveling front bubble turrets that each open to set a figure, cockpit with removable cover and seating for 2 figures, 2 top missile launchers, each with 9 removable missiles, 8 in rotating racks, 1 in a launch chamber. However, no vehicle does not feature a launch mechanism. Some of the pictures now, those features. I do like the look of the missile. I think that's a good idea. It's always good that the ship actually fits figures that you've collected as well. There's the bubble turret, side panels open up there. Coming into view now, you've got your ramp. You can see in the back there, that's pretty cool, to be fair. A couple of clone troopers sitting in the back. I think that's pretty neat. More missiles underneath. Removable turret. There's just side panels with the different styles of art. Big fan of the personal one in the middle there. You've got the lasers there. Yeah, and there's your 2 stands as well at the end. There's your figures that you get on the card backs. Again, there'll be a lot of people that don't even open them. Some people that do open them. Yeah, one of them for me personally. Ultimate panels. Again, paying tribute to stuff like the Crumb Bomber. And you can show off, customize it however you want. And it's screaming out. They need 8,000 backers, and they're not even halfway. It's from the Jedis with their card backs as well. Looking pretty cool, to be fair. 14,000. I don't think they're going to get 14,000. Project closes in 13 days. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they storm it into the last couple of days of their backing stuff. They normally storm it anyway. So, but we'll see. It's interesting. Very, very interesting. Then obviously we've got some more vintage stuff from the Star Wars range. Pre-orders for the Snowtroopers sold out, vintage ones. The collection of Battle Droid 4-pack, $55. I mean, do people buy these for the kids or not? That's really my question to you guys and girls out there. And yeah, there's a whole host of new stuff Star Wars wise. Short Trooper electronic helmet, always a big seller, $110. One figure is now $25 again. Do you get those out for the kids? Marvel Legends going in there. Look at $40. But yeah, again, super interesting stuff. Let me know what you think in the comments about these sort of things. Now, talking about collectibles, I'm hoping to get someone on at some point who's got a vast collection. I've still not opened my Darth Maul from Japan. Still in the packaging. Still looking mean. Didn't even realise I brought him over. I will crack that open at some point.
Let me know in the comments if you managed to get any celebration exclusives. I've got my Vader 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi one. Drunken purchase.
Yeah, that is that for the collectibles. Obviously, I've got stuff in the background, but we're going to save that for another day. Now, something else I want to speak about. I absolutely love this. This is something special. So, Tony Gilroy and team, literally, they're still churning it out. They have not stopped. So, essentially, they've released like a zine, which I only just found out is short for magazine. It's just a shortened version of that word. Now, this is truly a piece of art. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at that. Look at that. That is stunning. That's the view for you. Now, this is a PDF. It's free to download over at starwars.com. So again, feel free. Lots of incredible artwork. And it's also got a brief summary of the series itself. Here, look. So it's got like a pitch. Yeah, a couple of paragraphs long. Tony's got his name at the bottom of it. I absolutely love the fact that they've shared this, what it looks like. So yeah, ultimately, you read into this and see the pitch for Andor Season 2. Again, all the artwork's there, free to download, starwars.com. Grab it, save it, do whatever you need to do with it. One of the best TV shows, if not the best TV show. And it's got lots of little extracts from, its executive producer, lead actor, Diego Luna, who also played Andor. Again, Tony Gilroy. They're talking about what are the mechanisms of the Empire. He talks here about what are the mechanisms of the rebellion. So we could actually dive into it. Let's have a look what they actually say. So Tony Gilroy here is talking about what are the mechanisms of rebellion. So rebellion isn't only logistics, it's sacrifice. Andor is about what happens when normal people, merchant daughters, lovers, spies become parts of the bigger. Nobody starts out saying, I'm joining a revolution. They get pushed, they lose someone, they start fighting back, and suddenly they've given up everything they love for a cause. For characters like Cassian, Bix, Mon Mothma, and Luthen, rebellion becomes a mirror. What are you willing to give up? Who do you become in the fight? A lot of thought and effort, obviously, got into all this. A little bit of script there. Again, from the screenwriter, Dan Gilroy, funny enough. Beautiful pictures of Mon Mothma. Absolutely stunning. And then, speaking of stunning, again, this is from Luke Hull, the very first person he hired on the show. He was their production designer. Everything is Andor. It's all come from his brain, he goes on to say. And his team, the design, the signage, the texture of the world, it's all real. That's what Tony wanted, a world that doesn't feel manufactured, that feels fully inhabited. I mean, some of these are absolutely incredible sketches. So kudos to Luke Hull and his team. I mean, these are absolutely breathtaking. So there we go, Chester Carr, Giorgio Guicu, I think it is, and Alex Dudar. More concept designs. You got the scene where they're walking to the ISB building. You've got the museum there. Famous scene there with Cyrilla's mum. Everything, even the council chambers. Great stuff. Now this is from Rebecca Alloway, set director. Look how realistic that is. Just goes on to say that rules are important, and once you have those in mind, then you know where you can push it and where you can't. So what I want to say, so I think the most important thing for me is to respect all those boundaries, how you do a living, put an office with the Star Wars rules of no paperwork, with the Star Wars rules of no paperwork. Sorry, how do you do a mail trolley with no wheels? It's just the attention to detail and all this sort of stuff. Again, some of the items that they use, the props that they've used, absolutely incredible. Just the design. People are thinking of this and bringing it to life. Some of the costumes. Yeah, the Empire costumes. Believable. So yeah, big kudos to those guys. And then they've got the Gorman trench coat. Again, two sides of Luther. All the costume theory from Michael Wilkinson. Super, super interesting. fabrics. It's everything a cosplayer could could pretty much want, need. Lots of awesome content. Like I said to you at the start of this is all free. This is all from StarWars.com. So jump on there, download it. So this is the famous scene, from episode 3 Harvest, where they're all dancing. Some of the shots are just incredible. And then obviously we have the Gorman Massacre. James Metzler was the director. Again, massive kudos to those guys. Good, absolutely knocked it out of the park. And there's little extracts from all the editors and sound designers, supervisors. Everyone's had their little say. And this is the Gore lyrics and how you pronounce them as well, which I absolutely love. So there's lots of awesome little snippets, even how to play the Gorman tune, the composer. Everything's been shared, and like I said, some of the stuff on this is unreal. There's my boy Forrest Whitaker, Saul Guerrera. Again, he's had some good input. Well, he has had a lot of good input. Loads of questions. One of the questions here was, having played both a dictator and a rebel separatist, what interests you personally about rebellions? Saul Guerrera, aka Forrest Whitaker, goes on to say, I'm deeply drawn to the stories that depict characters who are compelled to fight for a cause in their own ways. So again, get sucked into that, played that role so well. Then we've got the droids, the visual effects supervisor, K2SO. Again, sort of interview with Alan Tudyk in character as K2SO there. We've even got Gorman Pet. And then, obviously we're aware that they've been put forward for 14 nominations. And then, like I said, some of the poster work, the artwork is literally incredible. There's a couple of things I want to share with you guys and girls that have enjoyed. Quick 20-minute brief. Check out some incredible Star Wars stuff that we're getting to see. Cool. Right. I'm going to call it for the night there. Nice, quick, short shot. Again, thank you to everyone that's joined, that's viewed it. Again, let me know what you think in the comments. And I thought we might dive a little bit more into the Andor goodness. Cool. Right. As always, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for watching. And I hope to see you soon. Keep listening, keep supporting. Super appreciate every single one of you. Enjoy the rest of the week. And may the force